This is Beach Talk Radio.
Good morning, Mr. and Mrs. America, and all ships at sea. This is your captain speaking, Mean Gene. Mean Gene. The following will be a test of the ship's whistle, the sonar alarm, the cable alarm, and the atomic attack alarm.
Live from Beach Time Out in the heart of Times Square. You're listening to Beach Talk Radio with Kim and Ed Ryan.
And a good evening, everybody, and welcome to Beach Talk Radio for a Monday Halloween. We appreciate you coming along. There she is, the star of the show. Very nice. We got some updates for you before we get to our guests. And the first update is, we want to say thank you to everyone that follows us and shares the page. 65,515 followers. And that's super awesome. So thank you very much for that. Also, there is a town council meeting tomorrow, and we believe it's at 2 o'clock. The agenda says 2 o'clock and 6 o'clock. So we believe it's 2 o'clock. It's a Zoom meeting, so we're going to be carrying that live for you. The way you'll comment is by following the meeting on Facebook if you wanted to comment about anything. So that's 2 o'clock. There's no package like a packet, just an agenda. And I think that Dan called this meeting or requested the meeting because he wanted to talk about the Monday and Tuesday change that nobody was involved with except for Ray and Roger. And so that's tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Before we get to the money update, I posted on Facebook after getting a call from Karen that as much as what is going on down on Fort Myers Beach, the town manager has enough time or the employees have enough time that they can go out and pick up campaign signs. Karen Woodson was furious that somebody from the town notified her that her signs were picked up and they're claiming they were in the right of way. And, you know, my thing is there really a right of way left on Fort Myers Beach with how can you tell the difference between, you know, the right of way and not the right of way with all the debris that's sitting down on Fort Myers Beach? So she went to town, the Camp Roger over by Town Hall and asked to see Roger and said, Roger, you know, that, you know, she wanted to talk to him about why people were spending time picking up campaign signs with 1 week to go in the election. He wouldn't come out and talk to her. So he sent somebody else out and they turned around and wouldn't talk to her. And then the code enforcement folks came out and showed her signs, which were on the debris pile at Town Hall. So she put them in her car. They helped her put them in the car. And they told her that they were just following his orders. And they were sent out to pick up the signs that were supposedly in the right of way on Estero Boulevard or wherever else they were. So that was the fun and excitement from today to share with you. But the bigger number to share with you, in addition to you okay today? You got that look on your face like you don't even want to be here.
No,
look at your new microphone.
The lights. Oh, the microphone is great, but the lights are too much.
The lights make everything look brighter. And
no, they show all of your imperfections.
Everybody wants you to look bright so they can see your hair.
No, well, okay.
See your hair.
I got to put some makeup on because those things are like, woof.
The big number, the fundraising total. Last time we spoke, we were at Buckets, and we told you the number was $277,854. Today's number is $289,611.
Wow.
That's crazy. So we hope that if you're out there listening,
Thanks, Judy.
You can get us over the 300,000 mark because that would be really nice.
So
that would be really cool.
You're going to do, but then really not do.
What was it that I said the last time?
I don't really prefer you to do that, but I think you should do something big, but not what you said.
Not if it involves pain or anything.
I don't know. Shave your head.
Speaking of
your face.
Raising big money, Diane is joining us. Diane, how are you doing?
I'm excellent. How are you?
Can't hear you.
You can't?
We can't hear you, but you can hear us. So maybe your microphone is off. Oh, we have to tell Diane's story. She raised a large sum of money that we wanted to tell everybody about.
There's nothing on our end?
No, I don't think it is. It's if she can hear us.
Hold on.
She's got a cool little background going there, like it's in her office.
Nice office.
Yeah. Is
I
that your
am
house?
in my office.
You know what? I bet you it is me. Let me see.
Hang on. It is probably
Sometimes it's
him.
me. So, oh, look, the
Oh,
volume's
no.
not up.
Okay.
There you are. It
You
was
go.
me the whole time. I'm
Oh,
just
you can
goofing
hear me
with you.
now?
Yeah. So I didn't have the volume turned up. So
Oh, okay, that'll do it.
we like to do that to guests to throw them off. So Diane, where are you located?
In Maine.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Southern Maine, a little town called Springvale. And our town government sounds just like yours, actually.
So before you get into that, how cold is it up there?
It's not bad now. We got trick-or-treaters, so I don't want to be too long. It's probably like 60 maybe.
Ooh.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think this should be a banned holiday. It shouldn't be that kids are allowed to go out and just be given candy, like buckets and buckets of candy, and get decayed teeth and gain weight, and the parents wind up eating half of it anyway, and so. But no, not at all. So I know you want to go out and trick or treat, Diane. So how did you hear about us? What's your connection to Fort Myers Beach?
I own a property down there, only for a couple years, but in the short time that we've been there and visited with family and friends, I grew just very close, loved it, just became like a second home. And I think everything that's happened, and honestly, watching you guys and all your reporting, the day of the storm, we had it on in the office, and just kept watching, and that's when learned about you guys and started following you. And being not local, being up here in Maine, it's hard to keep track. It's not on the news here. So we've been following you, whether it be the podcasts or just the Facebook posts, and been really our main source of information, what's going on the island between closures and just pictures and videos. So, with our place, I felt, a little sense of control that I wanted to go down there and check on that. But also just, I've never, seen anything like that. So 2 weeks ago, I came down, spent a couple days cleaning up our condo. It's not in bad shape, so I'm very, very thankful about that. But really, it made being there and seeing everything, it just made me feel like anything with us was just completely insignificant. And just my heart just went out to everybody and has gone out to everyone. So, initially we donated to the community foundation, personally. And after being down there, I just felt like I just wanted to do more and didn't know what to do. But the day after I got home, I went to my nephew's wedding, or wedding celebration, and they had a raffle, which is weird at a wedding, but whatever. And I won a set of Bruins tickets for the day after Thanksgiving. Cool. And I was like, I was all excited, fun, cool. And then my husband and I were talking, and we're like, the day after Thanksgiving, we have 2 kids in college. They're only going to be home for 4 days. He's like, I don't think we should go to the game. Like, if our kids are only home for 4 days. So I was lying in bed and head spinning, and I'm like, I just paid $50 towards this raffle. Why don't I raffle them off again? And I was like, what a great way to raise money and to donate it towards a great cause. And we own Patriots season tickets. So I was like, some people aren't Bruins fans, some people aren't, Pats fans or football fans. So I decided to do both, and just put it out there to just really just my friends and family, and ended up in a week raising, I think it was $22.25.
Exactly $2,225. That
for the ticket. Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And I figured, like, I've done a lot of fundraising in the past, and, people give to, what pulls at their heartstrings. And, I've talked a lot about, what I've watched with all the, progress and everything, or lack thereof down there. And, people don't understand if they're not following it, if they haven't seen it. And so they're like, oh, that's too bad, whatever. But Just asking people to donate is one thing, but if you're asking them to donate to potentially win something, then a lot of times they're more willing. So, just having those things to raffle off was an easy way to say, hey, $25 for a chance to, win either these 2 tickets or these 4 tickets. So,
well, that was lovely of you to give it to our fund, and it's part of the total now. And so thank you so much. And when will you be back down to your condo?
Not sure. I mean, we still, need electric and running water and sewer and all that. So, condo association handles that bigger stuff, and just, hopefully, it'll all happen quicker than we expect, and, see how things are rebuilt. But we're looking forward to, seeing what comes of the whole area. And I think I wrote you in the email, Ed. Huh?
Do you have trick-or-treaters knocking at your door?
My husband's out on the front porch, so he's taking
in charge
care
of
of
candy
it.
patrol.
Yeah. And Ed, I told my husband he has to give you a big man hug when he sees you.
Oh, come on. I'm fine with that. That's a $2,225 hug. I give him an extra squeeze.
Well, then you made it weird. So, I mean, it was all fine until you said that.
Well, thanks, Diane. Don't eat any of those yellow candy corn things. They're disgusting.
Oh, I like them.
Well,
again.
We'll see when you come down.
Great.
Yeah, thank you very
idea.
much. Your communication is great, and it's particularly from being not local. So keep it up. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Diane.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have fun tonight. All right, Diane is up in Maine right now on Halloween, getting ready for the trick-or-treaters.
Yeah, I mean, we did I think that's a good way to do it. If people is to do raffles when you have things to give away instead of just doing a bidding thing. I think the raffle thing, because that's a lot. I mean, she raised a lot at $25 a pop.
2,225. It's crazy.
Can't do the math on that.
Appreciate Diane doing that, and that's just one of
way
many.
up in Maine.
Just one of many.
I was going to ask her how close she was to the Appalachian Trail, but she said she had to go. So
$289,611 is the current total that we've raised, and as you can see, you can still donate. We're getting ready to. We've now given to the Fort Myers Beach Women's Club. You've given, not we've given. We just wrote the check, and the Community Foundation a total of $135,000, and we're going to give them another $20,000 on the show this Saturday. And Saturday's show is going to be at the Beach Baptist parking lot, where they have like a little community center set up with bathrooms and showers, and FEMA is over there also. So that's going to be this. I haven't even told them that yet.
Well, you haven't told them that we're coming down there?
Pastor Sean knows that we're coming down. And of course, I think the town has something to do with that parking lot at Beach Baptist. And Pastor Sean said the town wants me to be the spokesperson. In other words, no one from the town is allowed to come on the show, but we already knew that. So we're going to have other guests and Pastor Sean come on Saturday at 9:00. Our regular show will be at Beach Baptist, and Friday night, our happy hour show. You all better be ready for Friday night. It's going to be back here in the studio at 5:00. 6:00. Sorry about that. Don't mean to confuse you when you're getting ready to put a drink on. Keep giving. You can do it by the Zelle at 239-247-3833.
Thanks, Lance.
You could do it by PayPal or by Venmo. All of them are rolling across your screen right there. So we appreciate that. It'd be nice to be able to come on this week, maybe on Friday, and be over 300,000. Right now, the majority of the money, even though we keep giving the Community Foundation.
9:00 on Saturday morning.
Yeah.
You're really hogging up all the conversation here. Have you heard anything about the FEMA trailers?
No, I
want to get an update on that.
With a FEMA representative, with a FEMA representative today, and they are pushing people to go to that iandebriscleanup.com website if you're interested in having your home demoed and picked up by the state. They are starting to organize that, so get on that site every day. It's iandebriscleanup.com, and some people are going to have their houses knocked down, and so you want to be involved in that. If on that site, if you want the state, I think it's the state anyway, it's the government to take care of it and pay for it. You're just going to have to sign a waiver when they get ready to do that.
Friday night. What time do we go on?
6 o'clock. It's 6 o'clock every day this week. Patrick is coming on the show Wednesday. He's actually coming to the house. We want to give Patrick one more shot at the at talking to you guys with the election coming up a week from tomorrow.
It's 2 o'clock for the town council.
The agenda says 2 o'clock in one spot and 6 o'clock.
But you were going to you were just going to change.
Yeah, so we're back to 6 o'clock.
Yeah, okay.
Every night it's at 6 o'clock. We do have guests lined up. Rianda Lewis is going to come on tomorrow night from the Dolphin Inn in Gulfview Manor. They're giving away furniture, 17 floors of furniture. So we're going to tell you how you can get your hands on that. 17 floors of furniture. Look who's back, ladies and gentlemen. Lorna is back because she's got some great news about her pictures. Can you hear us? We can hear you. We can hear you. Oh, I see. Well, you have to fix something on your end there, but we're going to start to show Lorna's pictures right here because she's getting ready with some new stuff. There you go. She's got some new pictures. Nice. She's about to send the foundation another donation, which will bring her total to $7,000. She has 30 sets of note cards
let me hear.
left.
I can't hear you.
There you are, but we can hear you.
Well, you got to take that.
I might have to just give her a call like last time. Anyway, she has 30 sets of note cards left, and she's offering 8x10 prints for $30 until November the 30th. So all printing costs are paid by Lorna so that you can donate the entire amount to help the beach residents. So that's one set right there. She's probably going to reboot there. Here's another set. She takes awesome pictures.
Wow.
That Doc Ford's up there in the upper right-hand corner there. Looks like Doc's.
So.
Yep. So let's see. Just going to try it again. Can you hear us now?
Can you hear us?
No.
Oh, I can't hear you.
It worked great the last time.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes. Just
go ahead.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. So hi, everybody. Just wanting to give you a little message about my note cards. We are down to about last 30 set. My goal is to raise $10,000. I've already got about 8 going. So you guys are doing awesome. Everything is going to the foundation, right to the beach residents. I'm so happy that people have taken advantage of this. I'm going to, after the note cards are gone, there's still going to be the prints available. Now you can see behind me. Now that print right there has been real popular in an 8x10. You can get that for $30. That includes your postage and everything. All of the $30, including my printing costs, are going straight to the foundation to help beach residents. So just keep that in mind. And if you haven't gotten a set of cards, or if you have a set of cards and you want another set of cards, just message me at 270-860-2119. Any questions? Message me there. Thank you guys for all that you've done. Let's keep it going.
All right. Thank you, Lorna. Oops.
Thanks.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Well, that's a shame.
Yeah, we left chatting with her, but for some reason the sound didn't work on her end. But anyway, her pictures.
I want to get one of those 8x10s. That's nice.
And somebody will post up there in the chat box the website address because everybody seems to know Lorna's stuff, and she's pretty active on Facebook. So it'd be nice to help her sell out those pictures. And she's hoping to donate, I think, 7 or 10,000. What'd she say? Oh, it's at 7 now. She wants to get it to 10,000. Roger Scarborough, our friend that we used to meet at Pete's Time Out all the time, sent in another $1,000 in donations. I think he's up to like 3,000 or 4,000 so far. Whose number?
Lorna's.
Her phone number?
Yeah. Well, whatever she gave out there.
I don't have her phone number, but it's all over the Facebook. I mean, I could look it up somewhere and post it afterward. But
okay.
Yeah.
Our Facebook or hers?
Her Facebook, if you are on Facebook, you could just check her out and somebody will find it. But I liked what somebody was saying. Let's see. Donna said she ordered 4 sets of cards and they're all beautiful. So maybe Donna has the information she can post up there. Let's see. Somebody said they wanted to do some kind of a fundraising challenge, which would have been nice.
This print can be purchased. Text me. That's her. This is her Facebook information at 270-860-2119. Right? I don't have my glasses.
Where's the number? 270-860-2119. So she wants you to text, I think, because that's the quickest way to get a response, right,
Mhm.
from her.
And you
That's what
can
she told me
see,
last night.
on Facebook, if you go to Lorna Luttrell Photography, just amazing, amazing shots. But yeah.
Cool. And I don't know, let's see, Diane was talking about the pictures and how it really, the pictures in the video don't do it justice when you're out on the beach. And I don't know if you had a chance to check out our videos from this past weekend. I shot a video before the show on Saturday, the walk around video that I love to do before the show every Saturday, starting in the Times Square area, Nervous Nellies, and then over on the beach, and you can see them redoing the sand on the beach, which looks really cool. They're cleaning the sand, so hopefully we'll do that every Saturday, and every Saturday you'll see the progress. So thank you, Donna, for putting that up there.
Did you walk on the beach?
I did. I walked on the beach a little bit. I was back by
Because usually you
Margaritaville.
just walk on the street.
Yeah,
so,
I went
yeah.
down by the end of the pier there, and you know what I found out yesterday? And I guess we'll find this out when the Times Square folks start to come up with a plan to rebuild, like where Terry Prasad's building is. What was the name of that? Sunset Grill, and the other one on the other corner by the pier. What was the name of that one? Pierside.
Mm-hmm.
Those two restaurants were past the coastal construction line. And they were grandfathered in, so they're not going to be able to rebuild in that spot. So they're going to have to. It'll be interesting to see if anybody on that side of Times Square is able to rebuild there, or how that whole thing is going to look different when they rebuild that. So I mean, it doesn't look like they lifted one piece of debris off of Times Square in any way. The piles are gigantic. It looks like they just cleaned the pathway for DeSantis to come in that one day when all the businesses were done.
I think they're clearing the streets and people's property and that stuff, because what are they going to, I mean, you can't, there's no place to go down there to,
Right. It's basically a debris drop-off location, it looks like, but it's not that. So we did the video before the show, before the 9 o'clock show, and want to thank Tyler and Len for allowing us to do the show at Nervous Nellies, and they're in there feverishly cleaning up their place, but he still thinks it's over a year away. It's that much work in rebuilding at Nervous Nellies. And then later on Sunday, I did the drive-by tour all the way down to the south end, where you can see Estero Boulevard looking clean, but all the debris and the houses and stuff, you could just tell it's going to be a long, long project down on Fort Myers Beach.
And they're having their fundraiser November 15th at, they're donating the proceeds, or a portion of the proceeds. Nervous Nellies. They also own Cantina Laredo at Bell Tower. So
giving away food on.
I don't think they're giving away food.
Not at that
I
one.
think they're going to donate. Yeah.
But speaking of fundraisers, everybody, we hope you get a chance to go to this one, because I'll be the MC. That's really not the reason you should go. I hope that's not the reason you stay away. But it'll be the Mayhem at the Man Caves on Saturday, November the 19th, from 6:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. And the money is going to be given to FMB Strong, which is the organization that it's the Buttonwood organization that Tim has put together down there. It's going to be a 501(c), and they're going to give out money from there. So this money is going to be going to that. All that money goes back to the residents on Fort Myers Beach. The band will be Hair Days, and you can imagine from what decade Hair Days plays. Yeah. It's what?
80s.
1980s. We play this little game in the car where a song comes on the radio.
I'm horrible at that, but I know hair bands.
Guess the name of the song is. But
so the tickets are $100, and
the donations include the food and the drink.
All you can eat and drink.
Time.
Yeah,
all you can eat and drink.
The cigar bar.
And the cigar bar.
Thing. Yeah.
And the Man Caves are at 10950 Old South Way, not too far away from the beach. There are these really
Pine Ridge,
cool looking storage units that are totally clean and converted into man caves.
Luxury.
Luxury facilities where people store their nice cars and collectibles, and you can go and hang out, and they have parties.
I'm glad you have something to do on our anniversary.
That is our anniversary. How many years is that? 700.
I think it's going to be 28.
28 years. That is a long time.
Figured I would tap out. I figured if I got to 10 years, that was quite a goal.
All your friends figured it would be a lot less than that.
That's true.
And many of them are divorced right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually got a condolence card was sent to me when we got married.
That's not true.
There's
Was
that.
that the one from your dad?
No, no. It was from one of your fans back in the day.
Mayhem at the Man Caves is on the 19th of November. We hope you can all come out and all wear your yellow army shirts. $100 a ticket. You know, it's going to a good cause. And we're going to be rocking with music from the 80s, which is going to be pretty cool. So you can go to fmbstrong.org. That's where you buy the tickets. fmbstrong.org, and put in the note section the names of all your guests so that we can get you through the line quickly.
So Lee, what Ed was saying about Pierside was that they were built, they were grandfathered in because they were built in too close to over the coastal construction line. So when they redo that, they're going to have to move them back because they're not going to be able to
That's
do
what
that.
I was told over the weekend when I was chatting with somebody that.
Yeah, those are his words, not mine.
Those Pierside and Sunset Grill were over the coastal construction line, the CCL, whatever that is. I'm not. What is that? That's where. I mean, what does that mean? Who came up with that line? Who else they said was past it was Shuckers.
Oh.
So we'll see how, because if you walk down the beach, you see how some of the restaurants, and they're not all even Steven. So there must be some imaginary line somebody drew there. Who would do that? Like the Army Corps
or I remember doing this when we were talking about the walkover. There was a lot. I learned a lot about it then, but has since fallen off.
Yeah. But anyway, that'll all come out in the wash by Happy Halloween. What? Kim, you weren't born in the 80s, were you? Is that what your life is?
Yeah.
Oh. My wife and I will be married 50 years on November 18th. Pretty cool.
Wow.
Bill Thomas. I hope you're going to be down here on the 18th. Got to pop that up on the screen. Fort Myers Beach was our favorite vacation spot for many years. That's awesome. 50 years. You don't look that well. You do, Bill, but your wife looks lovely. I'm kidding. Just joking. 51 years. Look, we're doing an anniversary show now. This has turned into an anniversary show. 51 years for this Fort Myers Beach snowbird. Somebody sent me an email. I saw the picture of that tree there, that they would think it would be a good idea for the poinsettia tree to go up in Times Square. Just one thing to show that things are starting to change, and when the holidays roll around, for people to see that. But my thing was, it's so dangerous right now in that spot. Yeah. I mean, maybe it won't be in a month or so when it gets closer to Christmas, but right now walking around there is pretty dangerous.
Somebody was asking me if they found the clock, the Times Square clock, and I couldn't remember.
No, I don't think. The only thing that
Did we order a new one though? 32 years.
The only thing that that's not right. Jukes. That's an interesting name. Jukes. That can't be real. So I saw the base.
Likes it when you do that.
The base of the clock was still there. So yeah. So anyway, anyone else want a birthday or a holiday shout out or a holiday?
41?
41 years for Yvette. We are going to have one more guest. And do you have it? Oh, you want to read? Oh, you know what? I wanted you to read this one because this one came in the mail today, and it's a little bit long. So if we're boring you, you guys can go give out candy to kids, I'm sure.
So hello, Ed and Kim. What Beach Talk Radio is doing is so important to the residents, homeowners, and businesses of Fort Myers Beach. Using your platform and voices to advocate for those who have lost so much is beyond admirable. Every emotion they are feeling is absolutely valid. We see it from afar and appreciate how you've stepped up to help. Please distribute these gift cards. We have loved Fort Myers Beach for many years and were there in June and August, and planned to return in November, but the hurricane had other plans. We hoped now that we are both retired to spend much more time there. We had no idea how many other non-locals also felt a tug towards this beautiful beach town. Its little island charm is like nothing we've seen, and we hope we can someday return to see the rebirth of our little paradise. On our last visit, we celebrated my birthday at the Pierside Grill while watching the sunset over the pier. To think that this is all gone and so much more brings tears to our eyes. The devastation is heartbreaking. Bless you both for taking on this tremendous effort to help those who have lost so much. Keep doing what you're doing and ignore the naysayers. We'll keep spreading the word about up here that gift cards, monetary donations, and items from the Amazon wish list are in great need. You guys rock. Enjoy the coffees and watch for more Amazon items delivered to your house.
Mhm.
So they donated. That was from Janet and Dennis. Boucher.
Boucher.
Yep. Boucher.
They-
$1,000 in gift cards.
That's right. They donated $1,000 in gift cards, and I wrapped them up today and called the next business. And tomorrow, we're going to be passing out gift cards to the folks at Fresh Catch Bistro to add to the list. And after that, we will have given out $36,500 worth of gift cards, in addition to the $135,000 to the Community Foundation and the Women's Club.
So Janet there was a type note, and then she attached a little handwritten note, and she said, P.S. Since we can't be there again in November, we're spending our vacation fund to support Fort Myers Beach in other ways.
That's awesome. We have so many notes and so many letters. We could spend like a 3-hour show just reading all the nice letters. And they sent pictures of their vacation, which is the first one starts with the clock. There's the clock right there. For those of you that have never been to Fort Myers Beach, it's the famous clock. Every once in a while, the batteries will die or something, and it takes 6 months for them to repair it because the batteries are apparently not easy to find for a clock like that. But that clock is one of the spots where people love to take selfies when they're down on Fort Myers Beach in Times Square. And pictures of a lot of that. Where is that? What one is that? It's hard to tell.
Pete's.
Could be Pete's. So, there they are. Show the picture of them, dear.
No.
Yeah, we could show the picture of them. They sent them.
The picture showed them.
All righty. Well, as you can tell, today's show is going to be a little bit on the lighter side as opposed to when we have guests and politics. Somebody said to me that I should ease up on the politics, and it wasn't you, that could cost us viewers. Is that true?
What was that?
Is that true? You think that could happen? I don't want to do that.
Sometimes the negativity gets to be too much for some people. Like me,
yeah.
I think there are others that if you can just present the information, let people make their own decision about it. But
Susan says no. I don't know what she's saying no to, but another no. Phyllis says no.
There's people that are fine with that, but I think there's some.
Phil says Fresh Catch is opening in Bonita. I didn't know that. We did talk to a few people that are getting their food trucks ready. So that's going to be cool when the food trucks come. So if you think the politics is too much, say yes or no. It's
well, it's not about it's not all or nothing. Do some politics, but
no, we don't do politics every night. Otherwise, you wouldn't come on the show anymore.
Yes, what your wife is saying.
See, it's a mix.
Just got to thread that needle to
mix it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Talk more.
You get.
I know. Sometimes I get in the game a little too much, get involved. And I don't even live on the beach, which is weird. I mean, it's not like I can vote for anybody down there.
Thank you, Christy.
So we have one more guest. I'm going to dial up our friend Deanna.
All right.
Deanna from South Bank Original Barbecue. You'll need cans for this, dear.
Okay.
Do people need info? Is this Deanna, the world famous Deanna? Deanna, how are you? You are live on the #1 radio station in all of Fort Myers Beach with Kim and Ed Ryan, the #1 hosts of the #1 radio station. How are you? Good. Now, Deanna, where are you from? Yorkville, Illinois. What major city is that close to?
Southwest of Chicago.
Chicago. I love Chicago. Yeah. Not really. No, I do. I'm kidding. I actually said something. One thing I said something negative once about Chicago because of all the killings there. I just thought it got crazy out of control. And I said something about it. And people that are from Chicago don't like it. They don't like when you talk bad about them. So I rescinded it. But you're from Yorkville. Now you own South Bank Original Barbecue, or what's that?
Our partners, Mark and Audrey. We are just partners in that. It's a barbecue bar restaurant.
Cool.
Right on the river in Yorkville. It's a pretty cool place. We have music all summer long, a great outdoor venue. So, yeah.
They're saying they can't hear you.
Second.
Sound is good now, Kathy says. What about now, Greg? So wait, Laura Thompson says that she loves South Bank barbecue. She lives in Montgomery. Do you know her?
Do you know?
Look at this, a small world. Everybody's coming together here on this dinky little podcast. Awesome. So what is your connection to Fort Myers Beach?
Just bought a condo down there. It'll be 2 years, I believe, in January. My sister and brother-in-law live down there 6 months out of the year, and we have a lot of friends that live down there. So we vacationed a couple times down there, and just fell in love with the vibe. It's just a cool place. So
Where's your condo?
we are in Sportsman's Cove
Ah,
by the Naughty Parrot.
gotcha.
Oh,
So have you been down yet to see the damage?
Yeah, we were just down last week, so it's pretty devastating.
Yeah.
How did your place make out? Is it going to be okay?
Our condo, the second story condos are okay. Some have a little water damage, but the first floor was wiped out. So our structure is good, so they can all build their condos back.
Cool.
So yeah,
So you plan to be back anytime soon?
we will be back, I believe, the end of November, I think.
Excellent.
Oh,
Right
wow.
after Thanksgiving.
So you're at your daughter's house, right? Because you need to trick or treat or something.
Well, I'm home now.
Oh,
So
I see. So you decided that you were going to have some kind of fundraiser like everybody
Yes.
else. What did you
Yes.
do?
we had bands all day. We had 3 bands. The first one was the Upbeats that are local. And then we had these boys that we have all the time at the bar. We love them. They're ripped jeans. One's 16, one's 18.
Hmm.
The 16-year-old Matthew, he's been playing at our bar since he was 10.
Wow.
So we had them back. And then we had Chasing Denver, who is big in Southwest Florida.
Yeah,
We had them at our bar.
no kidding.
Yes. So we had a great day. We had a U-Haul that people donated clothes, baby items, cleaning supplies, pet supplies, everything that we brought down last week. We took it to your 820 Buttonwood and dropped some stuff off. And then we had the Venmo set up. So, and cash donations that we could donate down to you
Mhm.
and to Fort Myers Beach Tip Jar with Kristen Carrington.
And you guys have donated $1,091.86 to our
Nice.
fund. Another
Yes.
big donation.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
It's so interesting, all the unique ways, all the, different ways that all of you guys all over are coming up with to raise money for the folks down there on the beach. It's very heartwarming, and we really applaud everybody's efforts because that is great. That is a lot of money, and I'm sure everybody had a good time up there.
It was cold, but it was a good day.
Well, that was so nice of you to do, and so nice of you to trust us and donate it to our fund here. And we're going to turn it right back around and get it in the community as soon as we can.
We're glad to help in any way we can.
Deanna, thanks so much for joining us, and we appreciate your donation, and we look forward to seeing you in person next time you come down.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much.
You should stop by the show when you're done.
Yeah,
If it's on a Saturday
we're moving it all around. Yeah, we'll like to have you on live.
We'll be in touch.
All right,
Absolutely.
Deanna, thanks so much. Deanna from Yorkville, Illinois, which is somewhere near Chicago, but not really that close. Like, what did she say? An hour south or something like that. And she is the owner or co-owner of South Bank Original Barbecue, and they donated supplies plus over $1,000. So
I see now people are kind of
What?
Rhonda's got, come on, Indiana people, let's do
I know.
something. So now people are going to rally around. I mean, hey, that's a great competition to have.
we should figure out how we could do totals for each states, like over 300,000. Once we pass 300,000, we could just do like a state total, like a clean slate to get us to 500.
I think it's so great, especially, all of the ideas are great, but something where people can go and have a good time and still donate. It's a win-win.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's why I look forward to seeing everybody at the Man Caves on the
Mhm.
19th, because that'll be a fun time for everybody to kind of chat. Every time we go out to an event now, we see people and there's dude hugging and things, where people just show their appreciation, and it's just a great scene every time we get around people, and we talk to them about what they're going through, and talk to them, especially when you go to 820 Buttonwood. You see all the volunteers. A lot of the volunteers too are the folks that this stuff has happened to them. I mean, the stuff, their homes have been destroyed or gone, and they're out there volunteering their time because they just want to give back to the community and help out. And it's a great thing to see, and it's a great thing to be a part of. So,
Yeah, a lot of the folks that are at Buttonwood are, they're in the same boat, and they're just like, well, let me go and, do something positive.
yeah.
And I don't know. That's a lot. I would hope that I would be able to pick myself up by my bootstraps and go and do that.
Yeah. Well, Patrick Romko is going to be on Wednesday's show. And one of the things I did want to tell you about too is on Monday, Scott Allen is coming back on, and Tom Torgerson is going to join us. And for the first time ever, well, not ever, but for the first time since the storm, you're going to get an update on Margaritaville. And that's a week from today at 6:00 on our Monday night show. Tom and Scott, who were working on things together, are going to announce some things, and we're going to get a 100% update from Tom on the Margaritaville development. So you're definitely going to want to tune in for that one. Saturday show is going to be at the Beach Baptist, and Friday night show will be right from here, so we could have our little happy hour together. The first happy hour was I loved being at Buckets because you get to see all the people, but there's something more intimate when we're all kind of sitting around reading comments and chatting about what people are doing at their home. That's what we have a lot of fun doing when we're here.
Yeah, you should ask people which did they like
Yeah.
the live thing or
Yeah, that's a good question. Would you rather the Friday thing be live or home where we could be chatty?
Yeah,
because it's hard to read the comments when you're sitting out in a parking lot full of people and everybody's chatting.
It was great to be around all those people, but there's just a lot. There was a lot going on, so I don't want people to feel like we weren't attentive to those who were, on the Facebook.
Yeah.
But it was a lot, and I'm not sure we can go out every Friday night because we have to get up early Saturday.
Joe, Christy is on. Christy, at least she figured out what was wrong. She texted me right when the show started. Said there's only a black screen showing, so she must have figured something out because nobody else was saying there's just a black screen. And if you did join us late, the announcement about Roger was that Karen Woodson's signs and some of Patrick's signs, John doesn't know yet if his signs were taken down from Estero Boulevard because Roger claimed they were in the right of way. And it's such a petty thing with a week to go in the election. And, where is there really a right of way when there's piles and piles of debris all up and down Estero Boulevard? It was just, so she went to the town hall complex and she demanded to see Roger or asked to see Roger, and he wouldn't even come out and talk to her. He sent somebody else out. And then the code enforcement dudes went and helped her get her signs off the heap, the debris pile, and put in her car, and said they told her that that they were just doing what they were told to do. And they were told, with everything that the town has going on, have you seen how dirty the beaches are, how much debris is on the beach? They're collecting signs with 1 week to go in the election. They're taking signs down. No, Murphy signs weren't removed, according to what Karen said. So, but I don't know. I wasn't there, and I didn't see the pile. It's just, the whole thing is just silly. If we went out and stole signs, that's like an offense. I don't know if it's a felony or a federal offense or something. You're not allowed to go out and just randomly take down your opponent's signs or something like that. That is not something that you can just go out and do. You can't do that. It's thievery.
It's looting
like that. It's looting.
Looting.
What do you got there? Who you
Nothing. No, I was looking for that. No, I was looking for something else, and then I ran across this. I mean, it's kind of old news, but I didn't know they weren't going to reopen.
We already knew that one, dear. What I did want to give everybody, I don't know about that, Rhonda. I thought before the election, for sure, before the election, and then after the election, I'm sorry, before the storm, I thought for sure, because of all his support on the South End, and then after the storm, just the display or lack of leadership from Ray and Roger in those first 9 days after the storm, you would think that the voters would see that that's not something they want to put up with for the next 4 years, but I could be wrong.
Well,
it could be fine.
You and I talked about that a lot of people did early voting. So they might feel differently now than they did, but they've already voted.
It's too late. Yeah. Yeah. So I would say I still think it's probably a crapshoot. I think Karen's a shoe-in, and then it's a three-way race after that. It's between Ray, John, and Patrick came. Patrick came a long way from the first time he was on the show. The first time he was on the show, he wasn't running for anything, and he was mad. He was mad about something, and he really let people know it. And then he got he got the
He's
political.
now.
Yeah. I thought he did great.
Yeah.
The last couple of times, and so we'll see what happens. On the I don't know anything about the outrigger, but people keep asking about it.
Nope.
We don't get down to that end much, but maybe next week we'll take a look at the outrigger for Rena. I did want to give everybody an update on the T-shirts. We're actually going to wait till Wednesday before we open up our portal again. So if you see the scammers on the site, I think everybody knows by now that those posts in the comments are not posts for a link that you're going to get a shirt. They're going to steal your credit card information. And I've deleted and blocked about 150 of them now. It's probably just the same guy recreating a fake account every time and posting it on there. So don't order a shirt from any link that's in the comments of a post. The form is going to be posted to the Beach Talk Radio News website. That's where you're going to see the form. We ordered another 300 shirts today, so we're kind of waiting till this batch gets mailed out. And I know Marie's getting caught up. If you placed an order, don't worry about it. You don't have to re-email her. We've got your order. We're just trying to get caught up because we're all volunteering at it. And Marie's getting caught up. We didn't expect it to be in 800 sales of shirts, so it takes a little time for one person to mail them all out. But we'll get them all out, and we'll get more, and we appreciate you wearing them. I saw a couple of people had them on at the vigil on Sunday night on the bridge, I guess that was. So look at Marie's now. Marie, stop it. You're doing fine. Don't worry about it. What were you going to say?
People were saying that the outrigger that the families decided not to rebuild. So I don't know.
I didn't hear that.
Instead to check out the Facebook page.
Yeah, and we are working on getting back into the seriousness of it. People that can talk about insurance, people that can talk about building. You know, of course, we always have to revisit the 50% rule. But tomorrow, we should have more news to report to you on the show after the 2:00 meeting, the town council meeting, which is a Zoom meeting. You don't have to watch it on our page. You can Zoom in. And I guess if you want to comment, you're going to have to Zoom in. So it'll be interesting to see how they handle all that technology with Zoom.
Oh, the blue hoodies. Yep. People are still at.
Yeah, we
got to get on that.
We haven't ordered the blue hoodies yet. If I put something else out there and start selling a lot of it, people are just going to get mad that it didn't turn it around fast enough. Thank you for mentioning Marie's doing a great job.
We really appreciate her. You know, I know you made a post about yesterday, but did you want to talk about people? We had a couple of people come by, drop off a bunch of stuff. We had that one guy, that young guy that came to the house. And
yesterday was a busy day here. I didn't know what day you were talking about, but yeah, we thought yesterday Sunday would be a kind of a quiet football day. I'm glad I didn't watch the Giants to the end, but yeah, we had Casey come by
for mayor.
Oh, Marie's not out eating candy. That's good. She's probably does she give it out at her house?
We haven't had one person yet.
Yeah, I think they know better from the rice cake eaters.
Drop off a bunch of stuff like a generator, right? And a refrigerator.
Yeah.
And then we had this young guy. I mean, I say kid, but he's a young guy that did his own T-shirt and dropped off the money that he donated the money from the T-shirt sales.
$1,000. Gave us $1,000, a check for $1,000. Now the guy before him, I asked him for his name because neither one of us knew his name, and he gave us $500 cash, which is going toward the fund. And what else did he give us? Oh, he donated the generator and the fridge and
mini. It's a good size.
Yeah. So that'll be going down to Buttonwood as part of the donation. So now there'll be 2 generators down there, but I know there's a waiting list. I'm pretty sure there's a waiting list for generators and shop vacs. So if you're shopping the Amazon wish list, which is also on the Beach Talk Radio News website, shop vacs are up there. Bug spray. Somebody delivered 12 or 13 cans of bug spray, so that's good. A lot of bug spray. It's going out the doors fast.
A lot of bug spray was inside your vehicle too.
Oh, I got to tell that story. I'm glad you brought it up.
When did that happen?
I think it happened Saturday. Did I tell the story?
I don't know. Tell it again. It's funny.
So I went to Home Depot to get screening because we had one screen that blew out in our backyard and we couldn't get anybody to come. I called 10 different screen
Okay, you're
guys.
getting off the track. Yeah. So you went and got
So I went to Home Depot to get the screen, and I also picked up a can of glass spray for our windows and a can of bug spray because with the screen blown out, there was a lot of bugs. So I wanted to spray in the back with the bugs. So in the Hummer, when you put the seat down, apparently there's this little metal peg that sticks up. So I put the screen in the back, and then I threw the bug spray in the back, and it landed right on top of the peg. And then, all of a sudden the bug spray was the bottle was spinning around and the bug spray was shooting all inside the vehicle, and it completely emptied out inside the vehicle. And God, you could die from smelling bug spray when you're driving. So now I'm thinking, do I keep the windows open and it's 100 degrees?
So he calls me and it's like, I said, what are you doing? I've just bug spray in a day. I said, well, I can't understand you. And this ding dong, I'm surprised you have any brain cells left. He's driving around with, his hoodie up over his face because the bug spray. I mean, you did have the windows down at least, but
I cleaned out the vehicle for the first time in a year, inside and out. I went right to the car wash and tried to get this. Now it smells like, those
you always
fresheners. I got 14 fresheners in the vehicle now.
Considering you don't have much smell from COVID.
No. Speaking of COVID, I wasn't a mask person, but I was looking for a mask yesterday.
Well, that's
the bug spray.
You would need
and 120 masks. So thank you all for tuning in. Wow, that was another quick hour. So tomorrow night we're going to have Rianda Lewis on, or some folks from the Dolphin Inn and the Gulfview Manor. They're going to give away 17 floors of furniture. So if your furniture floated away, I think that's what you said. If your furniture floated away in the Gulf, or if it's in your neighbor's front yard, you might need some new furniture, or probably not new, but they are replacing all of that furniture. And we're going to talk to Rianda about that. And Debbie Troutman is coming on. I've been trying to get Debbie on for a couple of weeks, but I keep muffing up the link and the whole thing. She gave a big donation, so we're going to talk to her on Thursday. Another restoration company is coming on, Capital Restoration, because
okay, do you need a ton?
Too much broccoli. So that's we're lining up the guests this week, and 2:00 is going to be the town council meeting. It was just confirmed by the future mayor of Fort Myers Beach, because I let him know that it was on there twice, but it is at 2:00, and so stay tuned for that, because you're not working or anything or doing anything important in the middle of the day. So at 2:00, you'll be able to catch the latest town council meeting. And if you do want to support us directly, you can. And we appreciate everybody that did that. Again, this support is $5. It's a cup of coffee. We call it $5. And it does not go into the fund. It goes directly into Kim's hair fund. And that's why her hair gets to look so fabulous. It's a $5 cup of coffee. You can, it's really just a cool way of saying $5. Yeah. I think the studio looks fabulous with these new lights on. So you're nice and bright. You can see the gray in your hair now. Holy smokes. I'm kidding.
Gray in
I thought it was going to get whacked there.
Lights, you dummy.
All right, everybody. We ended 6 minutes early. I'm surprised you're not cheering, because
I'm going to go eat.
You used to yell at me for going over when we were at Pete's. We'll see you tomorrow night at 6:00 or 2:00 for the town council meeting. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye. Wednesday. The shirt link will be up Wednesday.